What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, let's keep it a $1.50 for a second. Raise your hand if this sounds familiar. It's 9 p.m., you have a deadline tomorrow. Maybe it's a paper, a work presentation, or just that one email you've been dreading for 3 weeks. You sit down, you open your laptop, you crack your knuckles, and then you pick up your phone. 2 hours later, you're deep in a Wikipedia hole about the history of cheese, or you're doom scrolling on TikTok watching people organize their fridges. And that report, it's still sitting there blank, staring at you. We've all been there. It's the cycle of procrastination, and honestly, it's the worst vibe ever. You feel guilty, you feel stressed, and you low-key feel like a failure. But here's the tea I'm spilling today. You are not lazy. You are not broken, and you are definitely not alone. Today, we are going deep into the neuroscience of why we procrastinate. We're going to look at what's actually popping off inside your brain when you avoid work, and I'm going to give you a breakdown on how to change this habit so you can finally stop the cap and start getting things done. Let's get into it. First off, we got to define what we're talking about. A lot of people think procrastination is just being lazy, but that's actually not true. Laziness is like apathy. It's when you possess zero energy and you just don't care. You're chilling on the couch because you literally don't want to do anything. But procrastination? That's active. It's an active choice to avoid something you know you need to do, even though you know it's going to bite you in the butt later. It's irrational, right? Like, why would we sabotage our own future selves? Why would I make tomorrow me suffer just so right now me can watch one more cat video? Well, the science says it's not a time management problem. It's an emotion management problem. Here's the breakdown. Your brain is basically a battleground between two major players. In the red corner, we have the amygdala. Think of the amygdala as the drama queen of your brain. It's the part that handles emotional processing and threat identification. It's ancient, it's primitive, and it's always on the lookout for danger. Back in the caveman days, this guy kept us safe from bears and tigers. It's all about the fight, flight, or freeze response. In the blue corner, we have the prefrontal cortex. This is the adult in the room. This part of the brain handles long-term planning, decision-making, and regulating emotions. It's the CEO of your life. It knows you need to write that essay to pass the class. So here's what goes down. You sit down to do that scary task, let's say doing your taxes. Your prefrontal cortex is like, okay, team, let's focus. If we do this now, we get a refund later. Big brain moves. But then the amygdala wakes up. It looks at the tax forms and it doesn't see paperwork. It sees a threat. It sees something that makes you feel incompetent, bored, anxious, or insecure. It screams, "Yo, this is scary. This makes us feel bad. Abort mission." The amygdala floods your system with stress hormones like adrenaline. It kicks off a fear response. And because the amygdala is so powerful and fast, it basically hijacks the prefrontal cortex. It shuts down the logical CEO part of your brain and takes the wheel. Your brain goes into survival mode. It wants to get away from the threat, the work, immediately. So what do? You flee to something safe. You flee to Instagram. You flee to cleaning your room. You do anything that gives you a quick hit of dopamine to make that bad feeling go away. This is why we procrastinate even when we know it's dumb. Your brain is trying to protect you. It thinks that essay is a literal bear trying to eat you, and it's trying to save your life by making you watch Netflix instead. It's trying to soothe your stress now at the expense of your stress later. And here's the kicker. The more you procrastinate, the scarier the task gets. Think about it. On Monday, the assignment is just an assignment. By Thursday, when you haven't started, now it's a monster. The guilt and shame start piling up, which makes the amygdala freak out even more, which makes you avoid it even harder. It's a vicious cycle, fam. I want to circle back to something important. A lot of us beat ourselves up. We say, I'm just lazy, or I have no discipline. But studies show that people who procrastinate the most often care the most. It's usually perfectionists who struggle with this. You're so afraid your work won't be perfect, that it won't be GOAT status, that you're terrified to even start. It's the fear of failure. If you don't try, you can't fail, right? That's the twisted logic your brain is using. So if you're watching this and feeling like trash because you haven't started your work, stop. Take a breath. You aren't lazy. Your amygdala is just working overtime trying to protect your feelings. Okay, so we know the science. Your lizard brain is overpowering your adult brain. But how do we flip the script? How do we glow up our habits and actually get things done? I've got a breakdown for you. This isn't just buy a planner. This is about hacking your brain chemistry. Step 1 might sound cheesy, but it's neuroscience. You have to forgive yourself. Research shows that people who forgive themselves for procrastinating on the last task are less likely to procrastinate on the next one. Why? Because guilt is a stressor. Remember, the amygdala reacts to negative emotions. If you're beating yourself up, you're just adding more stress to the pile, which makes your brain want to avoid the work even more. So look in the mirror and say, okay, I messed up yesterday. It is what it is. We move. Be nice to yourself. Lower the threat level. Step 2, lower the bar. Your brain is scared because the task looks huge. Write a 10-page paper sounds terrifying, so don't do that. Break it down into something so small, so easy, that your amygdala can't possibly be scared of it. I'm talking baby steps. Don't say, I'm going to work out for an hour. Say, I'm going to put on my sneakers. That's it. Don't say, I'm going to write the report. Say, I'm going to open the laptop and type my name. Once you start, the scary feeling usually fades away. The hardest part is literally just the first 5 minutes. We call this crossing the friction threshold. Make the barrier to entry so low you can basically trip over it. Step 3, check your environment. If your phone is next to you, you will check it. It's automatic. You got to make the bad habits hard and the good habits easy. Put your phone in another room. Use a website blocker. If you're trying to study, clear off your desk. You want to reduce the activation energy required to do the work and increase the effort required to get distracted. If you have to walk to the kitchen to get your phone, you might just be too lazy to do it. Use your laziness to your advantage. This is my favorite one. Give yourself permission to do a bad job. The pressure to be perfect is what freezes you. So tell yourself, I'm going to write a garbage draft. I'm going to do a terrible workout. Just getting something done is infinitely better than getting nothing done. You can't edit a blank page, right? Once the pressure's off, you'll usually find that you do a decent job anyway, but you gotta trick your brain into thinking the stakes are low. Look, changing your brain takes time. You're not going to fix this overnight. You're going to have days where you fall off the wagon and end up watching conspiracy theories at 3 a.m., and that's okay. The goal isn't to be a robot. The goal is to understand that fear you feel, it's just chemistry. It's just your amygdala trying to keep you safe in a weird, outdated way. Acknowledge the fear. Tell your brain, thanks for the heads up, but we got this, and just take one tiny microscopic step. Stop waiting for the perfect mood to strike. It's never coming. Motivation follows action. It doesn't precede it. You guys got this. Go crush that to-do list, or at least go write your name on the top of the paper. That counts. If this video helped you understand your own brain a little bit better, smash that like button. It actually helps the algorithm and makes my amygdala very happy. Subscribe if you want more content on how to level up your life without the burnout. Let me know in the comments, what is the one thing you are procrastinating on right now? Expose yourself. I'll be lurking in the comments to give you some hype. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.